So what if I told you that you don't need a tripod for stable, professional-looking shots? For years, I've sworn by heavy tripods, but honestly, they just slowed me down, and they got in the way, and sometimes I even missed my shots. But this little guy, the Coman M1S, has completely changed how I shoot. And today, I want to show you why this single piece of gear has replaced my tripod for so many different situations. Alright, so here's the deal. Tripods are stable, but man, are they bulky. They take forever to set up, and if you're working in tight spaces or running between setups, it's a nightmare. And I can't even tell you how many times during a real estate shoot I wasted minutes fumbling with a tripod, or worse, I missed the moment completely at my kids' sports games. But that's where the Coman M1S steps in, or the Coman M1. Now, I'll be honest, I was skeptical about monopods in my head. They were just glorified sticks, something that wedding shooters used for quick pans, and not something that I could actually replace my tripod with. But there was one project that changed that. I brought my M1S with me on a real estate shoot, and what usually takes me hours, cut that in half. It was like a light bulb moment for me.
Once again, here is what I really love about this Coman tripod. So I got it set up on my real estate setup here, and I can easily, I have low shots for the bathroom, so I get a nice little like low angle here. But then when I want to go to other rooms of the house, like say I want to do this bedroom right here, I just flap this thing up, snap it into place, and now I'm level with a perfect bedroom angle shot here. So like, and then I can walk away, I can hit the button, let it fire off, I'm not worried about it. Then I can, if I need to go to another room and lower it a little bit, I just snap it down like that, and boom. This thing is super stable. It has replaced my tripod for real estate shots. I mean, you just can't get any better than this.
And since then, this has been part of nearly everything that I shoot. So why did this M1S win me over? Well, it's for portability and speed. This thing is ridiculously light, compact, and the setup is basically instant, where you just pop it down to the height you want, and you can use this one lever to adjust the height, and then you just snap it down in place and it locks. It's made of carbon fiber, and it weighs just over 3 pounds, and it folds down to 2 feet and extends all the way up to 5.5 feet. Now you might be wondering, does it sway? Is it stable enough to trust with your camera? And the short answer is yes. I've run it with my Sony heavy lens setup here, even with the DJI RS4 mounted to the top of it, and it stays rock solid. For talking headshots in my studio, it works completely fine replacing my tripod. And this thing is stable. Once again, I shot at a real estate shoot where the wind was just swaying and blowing through a parking garage, and it was unbelievable how stable this thing was.
It's windy. Look at this thing, and the monopod is just staying there with this wind. I mean, I would never walk too far away from it like this, but holy cow, it is stable, man. Crazy. Good job, Coman.
Versatility is where this thing truly shines. You can get static shots, smooth pans, tilts, and even creative low angles by just removing the base and snapping the head onto the legs. And if that's not low enough for you, you can unscrew the center column completely and attach this easy mount, creating this super cute and low profile setup. For the quick release module, you'll have to upgrade to the M1 Pro. Now let's get into some real world examples showing you just how I've used this. My first thing is in real estate. It cut my setup time in half and let me glide through properties without fuss. Talking head videos, I stand my tripod up, it's stable, it's simple, and it's quick. For sporting events, I use this for my kids' soccer games, and on the sidelines, I'm quick and fast to track. I can move it around, it's lightweight, and using it like a typical monopod without the legs set up, I can turn and pan. It's so simple. And then on my custom gimbal setup with my RS4, it just holds, it tracks, it's on a monopod, it's buttery smooth, easy, like I said, it'll pick up, move around, it's lightweight, it's great. And holy moly, something doesn't look right with this. It looks like it's angled. Oh, I think my ball head is slightly angled. That is so interesting. Look at this. It's not even like level. But I was still not worried about it falling over. This is just crazy. I'm not worried about this thing tilting over at all. So cool. How it just follows me. Monopod. Not falling over. Wind's blowing a little bit. So good. This monopod does come in different variations. Where this is the M1S, the biggest difference with this thing is it doesn't have the quick release head that you can snap off and snap onto the base of the legs. So that's why it's a little bit cheaper. This one in particular does include a little ball head that does rotate and pan. You just loosen this little knob right here and it tilts. It's not a full like 90-degree tilt, but it's enough to get you, you know, some stable shots without having an extra ball head or whatever on your tripod here. You can't do vertical stuff unless you get one like another piece, but at least it can level out your shot. I personally always put an F38 plate quick release on my thing, but this does include an ARCA system, and it has its own ARCA plate, which I just attach my quick release to. But this thing is really great because if you use the ARCA system, it's definitely already got that on there, and that's the nice thing about the M1S. There's also the V5 Pro, and that one has like a fluid head. The Pro has the quick release tops and the bottoms, and then there's also just the regular M1, so just no head at all. It's just a screw-on base, and you can just screw on whatever accessories you want to the top. So there's plenty of different options with this M1, but the whole thing centers around this easy quick release handle, and they're all carbon fiber. It's a matter of which carbon fiber you end up going with, and the size and the height difference. This is the M1S. I feel like it's a good budget option, not super cheap. I do like the little fluid head that it comes with, and like all of them, they still have the quick foot lever so you can adjust the angle of the pull, and with another snap on the foot, you can snap back into place and it levels out on its own. It's a really great design. Like I said, this thing is super stable, and there's even like a tampering thing on the bottom that you can adjust this little knob right here back and forth on how tight you want this to be. There is a keynote if you're finding that your pole is like a little loose when everything is secure, you probably just need to tighten that up. I found that if it's too loose, then there's like more wobble in the stick itself. But if that is as tight as it goes, where there's little movement allowed, it requires more friction to move it around. When this is unsnapped, like this can almost stay where it in the same spot without even moving anything. See how slow it is to move? And right now, like it's not falling over. If you loosen it, it will literally fall over if you want it to. So this thing is as clearly there's got plenty of options here. And I really love this Coman monopod. I think they did a really great job in designing it. There's now a lot of different brands and different options for you to choose for these like quick monopods. But one thing to consider with this is the weight, and like see how thick this is. Some of them are not this thick. Some of them are made of aluminum, and others like they might have a quick release handle here or a twist thing. Harder to twist it with one hand, but this thing easy with one hand, and it locks on its own. I'm not worried about this coming loose because the way this is designed, when you snap it down, it automatically locks. You take your thumb, pull that plate down, now you can pull the handle up. So it makes one easy hand movement, and you can lock it into place. Boom. You can't pull this out without unlocking that piece. So it's a really great design. I really like this monopod. It's very stable. The legs are wide enough to get you the stable shots that you need, and it would be nice if it were a little bit wider, like one other brand, but I still find that this thing is super stable. I got no problems with this monopod. Overall, I've been super happy with it, and I can fully recommend this thing. I mean, it's even got this like little wristband thing here, which I don't think I'd ever use. But oh, there's also quick mounting points here, and they do sell a little magic arm that you can also attach to this. You can put a monitor, light on there, whatever. I think a great option for it is people like on the go and want to put a microphone on it, which is pretty cool. You can do like a all-in-one YouTube talking head setup where you can just like put your camera up here, mount a microphone on with a magic arm, and you can literally just have an on-the-go YouTube setup, which is really cool. And hey, you know, if you had like a DJI GIMBAL RS4, you could even have like tracking shots where you walk around and it would follow you around. This thing, like I said, has completely replaced my tripod for most situations. I'm gonna hold on to my tripods, but I gotta say, I absolutely love this for on the go, quick talking head setups, and for sure, I am never using a regular tripod again for real estate. This is gonna be my choice 100% of the time. I just have my gear head that quick releases onto that Arca plate, and it's ready to go for all real estate. So thank you so much for sending this my way, Coman, for review. I absolutely love it. It is now fully a part of my gear, and I'm gonna be using it from here on out. So if you guys like this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more videos, and you guys know that I will see you in the future. And check out this all-in-one YouTube setup here. I've got my light, my microphone, all attached to this monopod. This is like the most portable and really cool YouTube set that you could use for filmmaking.